Hi, I'm Chaplain George, and I work as a chaplain at the Orange County Jails, serving at the men's jail and at the Intake and Release Center. We hold a Wednesday evening testimony meeting at 5 o'clock at the IRC. And at a recent meeting not too long ago, a woman came in, sat down, listened very intently, took a copy of Science and Health, and requested a chaplain visit. So at our first visit, following that meeting, she told me that she had been diagnosed with cancer of the liver, and that she was very concerned, and could Christian Science heal? And I said emphatically, yes, that with God all things are possible. And from there, we started the discussion of her true spiritual identity as a child of God, that in fact God created her in His image and likeness, as we read in Genesis 1, that she's spiritual, always has been, and never ever was touched by any material disease, that there was nothing that could interfere with her purity and her innocence. I read from Science and Health on page 162. I just think this is so helpful, where she writes, Christian Science brings to the body the sunlight of truth, which invigorates and purifies. Christian Science acts as an alterative, neutralizing error with truth. It changes the secretions, expels humors, dissolves tumors, relaxes rigid muscles, restores carious bones to soundness. The effect of this science is to stir the human mind to a change of base, on which it may yield to the harmony of the divine mind. The next visit, I went back, there was a smile on her face, and she explained that she had been feeling very depressed, had decided she needed meds, and she was going to the infirmary to get the meds. But she said as she was going there, she realized, what am I doing? I've been reading the little book that's been telling me of my true spiritual selfhood, and that I don't need meds, I don't need them. So when she told the doctor that in fact she felt fine and turned around, did not take any meds. And that actually led her to a shift in thought, and she felt very happy. So as a result of that, we continued praying along these lines for another week. On this subsequent visit, she said how grateful she was that after a period of 5 years of estrangement, out of the blue, her mother calls her, and they reconciled. Her mother was so joyous to hear of her daughter's newfound outlook, and has been put money on her account so she could communicate with her on a weekly basis. But the best result overall was she told me that as she was reading Science and Health, that she just felt the pain wash away. She just felt whole, and she just said that she felt like she was healed. She had a blood test taken. The blood tests were negative and confirmed this healing. And if that isn't witnessing God's grace in prison, I was so grateful to hear this result.